You've probably heard that a glass of red wine a day is good for your heart. But here's what new research is showing. Alcohol shrinks the very part of the brain that stores memory. Just like sugar and artificial sweeteners, alcohol targets the hippocampus, your brain's memory and learning center. It also affects the prefrontal cortex of the brain. That's the area that's responsible for decision making and rational thought. Even moderate drinking can shrink brain tissue and affect memory, especially as we get older. Alcohol directly affects the structure and function of the brain. Studies show that even moderate drinking, that's 1 drink a day for women, 2 for men, is associated with smaller brain volume and faster cognitive decline. Your hippocampus is your brain's hard drive, and think of alcohol as slowly deleting your files, not all at once, but bit by bit over time. One of the reasons alcohol has such a strong impact on memory is because it interferes with deep sleep, and that's when the brain actually cleans itself. During deep sleep, your brain cells, specifically your glial cells, shrink slightly to let cerebral spinal fluid wash away waste, kind of like a nightly rinse cycle for your brain. If alcohol disrupts that process, the brain can't clear out the metabolic waste and toxins that build up while you're awake and are linked to dementia. This process is more active during deep sleep and helps remove harmful substances like beta amyloid. Beta amyloid is a fragment that builds up into plaques in the brain, which is a key hallmark of Alzheimer's disease. If you drink, you might fall asleep faster, but you won't get that deep, restorative, cleansing sleep your brain needs. Have you ever had a night where you fell asleep quickly after a drink, but woke up at 2 a.m. wide awake? That's alcohol's sedative effect wearing off. You may fall asleep faster and think alcohol helps you sleep, but your sleep is fragmented, and that means your brain never gets that deep, cleansing rinse. Alcohol also depletes key nutrients like vitamin B1 or thiamine, which your brain cells need for energy. Without enough of it, brain metabolism slows, and that foggy, forgetful feeling becomes more common. It also lowers serotonin and dopamine levels, the very chemicals that help us feel calm and motivated. That's why the short-term buzz can quickly be followed by low mood or irritability. As a clinical exercise physiologist in cardiology, I've seen both sides. Patients who improve their heart function dramatically after cutting back on alcohol, and patients who continue to struggle because drinking keeps their blood pressure elevated or their arrhythmias active. What's important to know is what's good for your heart is also good for your brain. They share the same blood vessels, and alcohol damages those vessels over time, reducing blood flow to the brain. This isn't about guilt or perfection, it's about awareness. You don't have to give up alcohol entirely, but try adding alcohol-free days to your week to give your brain a chance to recover. Your sleep improves, your skin glows, and you'll notice your focus and memory start to sharpen. Even small changes can make a real difference over time. Try swapping your cocktails for sparkling water with lime, mocktails, or herbal teas. Drink non-alcoholic drinks that contain phytochemicals, like a hibiscus berry tea or watermelon ice. Hydration is one of the most underrated ways to protect your brain. So we've looked at 3 everyday foods and habits that quietly age the brain: sugar, artificial sweeteners, and alcohol. The takeaway is simple. Your brain has the capacity to heal when you feed it right. Every meal is an opportunity to protect your memory and your heart and to truly live younger longer. Real food, real rest, real movement. That's what keeps the brain young. You have the power to protect your memory and live life fully present at any age. Your age is a given, but growing old, that's a choice.